Park. We'll have gold events July 5th and 6th over that weekend. Colts and fillies will be taking part in that first event. We've got the 11th qualifying event getting set to go postward here. We are once again on the trot, and here's Mark with the play-by-play.
Qualifier number 11. We're going to scratch number 2, Pierre in Paris. That'll bring us down to a field of 7. From the inside out, number 1, First Class Rule. This is a muscle mass colt trained by Matt Bax. Todd Ratchford drives. 2 is out as mentioned, so we'll move on to number 3, Muscle Duara, a muscle mass colt trained by Claude Cadeau. The driver Sylvain Filion. 4 is Forsworn, a Walner colt trained by Desiree Jones. The driver is Gino Toscani. 5 is LMC Wagon Wheel, a wheelin' and dealin' colt. Pat Houdon trains and drives. 6 is Wondrous Blue Chip, Father Patrick Gelding, trained by Luc Blais. The driver is Louis Waugh. 7 is Chestnut Chewy, Green Manalishi colt, trained by Kevin Bodds. The driver is Tyler Jones. And on the outside, number 8 is Muskie Man, a muscle mass colt. Kyle Boston's trains. Trevor Henry does the driving. Scratch down to a field of 7 for qualifier number 11. Our final look at the 2-year-old trotters here today. Our penultimate qualifier on this Friday from Woodbine Mohawk Park. Starting gate picking up speed, and here they come. Off stride is number 4, Forsworn. The others are off and trotting, and from the inside starting spot, First Class Rule is stepping forward to grab early command. Muscle Do Hurrah will follow in behind. Good speed from the outside from Muskie Man to drop into the 3-hole. Then racing in fourth is LMC Wagon Wheel, and the breaker at the start. Check out Forsworn. This one's rushing on the outside. So as they hit the first turn, racing second from last is Wondrous Blue Chip. The trailer is Chestnut Chewy. Up front, it's First Class Rule. About to get some company, though. The opening quarter was 31-3, and here comes Forsworn on the outside. So Forsworn, after the miscue at the beginning, will make it all the way to the lead as they come into the backstretch. So less than 3/8 of the mile contested. New leader, that is Forsworn. First Class Rule will now sit in second, covered up there. In third is Muscle Do Hurrah. Fourth is Muskie Man. 2 lengths back to LMC Wagon Wheel. That one's followed closely by Wondrous Blue Chip, and then a few lengths going back to Chestnut Chewy, who rounds things out. Forsworn on the lead by the half in 102-2. So it's Forsworn, this Walner colt. This is his 3rd qualifier. He leads it by 2 lengths right now on the debuting First Class Rule, who's sticking right with that leader as they get some separation on the rest of them. Those 2 break away by about 6 lengths on their nearest rival, Muscle Do Hurrah, who remains in 3rd. 2 lengths to Muskie Man in 4th. 5th is LMC Wagon Wheel. Then it's Wondrous Blue Chip in 6th, and 7th is Chestnut Chewy. So First Class Rule sitting right on the back right now of our leader Forsworn at 3/4 in 131-4. They went 29-2 in the 3rd quarter, and as they come into the stretch, Forsworn leads it by a length. Here's First Class Rule firing the shot on the outside and went off stride. First Class Rule makes a break, so it's Forsworn still with the lead. LMC Wagon Wheel has now moved up into 3rd from Muscle Do Hurrah in 4th and Muskie Man in 5th. So Forsworn made a break at the start. Ultimately, those going to go on and win this one. Forsworn will take it by about 4.5 lengths. Second was LMC Wagon Wheel, off stride First Class Rule 3rd, and then 4th was Muscle Do Hurrah. 2:01-4 for Forsworn.
Very impressive recovery from Forsworn, who Mark said had the miscue prior to the start. Recovers. He's on the front by the time they reach the quarter pole, and then kicks home in 59-2 to hold his rivals at bay. The runner-up here, LMC Wagon Wheel. Nice late rally for this wheelin' and dealin' colt, who's trained and driven by Pat Houdon for Frank Cirillo of Kleinberg, and a big step forward for him. He was 5th a week ago, charted 2:05-2, second today in 2:01-4. First Class Rule, just a little mistake when pulling the pocket in the home stretch. So he'll be back again next week, undoubtedly. 2:01-4. Forsworn, winner in qualifier number 11 on the trot. We'll have Pacers to wrap things up on this Friday morning when we return to Woodbine Mohawk Park.